Hey, family, and welcome back to another day in our daily devotional corner. My name is Nakia. If you are new here, and if you're a returning subscriber or someone that hasn't subscribed and just watches my channel, thank you for watching again. I truly appreciate the love and the support. I call this my daily devotional corner because I do this daily and I can be anywhere in the comforts of my home, and I call it a corner because this is just where I just have my little powwow with you guys. Today's verse is going to be in Luke chapter 12 verse 15, and it reads, "Then he said to them, watch out, be on guard against all kinds of greed. Life does not consist in abundance of possession." So I really feel like this verse means so much, especially in the days that we are living in, when we have so much access to social media, when we are driven to believe that a certain status or a validation from someone or obtaining, a lot of material things can really lead us to a life of feeling unfulfilled, right? At the moment, it's momentary satisfaction. Okay, yeah, you have this title. Yes, you're validated from a certain type of people. Yes, you have, all the material things that people think that matter, but they really have no true value, right? They really do not represent who you are as a person. They do not represent who God has you to be. They are not part of the alignment that shows the true version of yourself. Okay, it's just a facade. It's just the outer part of you, right? I feel like when you pursue those things, you're pursuing something, though, like I said, it's momentary satisfaction. Because once you obtain it, the thrill is gone, right? Then you're now looking for something else to pursue to satisfy that. And you have to be able to be like satisfied and content and have gratitude with the things that you do have, and personally, not the momentary things, because when those things are no longer around, when those things no longer fulfill that need or satisfy you, what do you have left? You are easily thrown into feeling depressed, or having a mental breakdown, or feeling like it's never enough. And you bring more value to the table than just having these certain statuses and being validated by other people and having all these, you know material things that, like I said, really don't matter. None of that goes with us to heaven when we move on to the next life. Okay, none of that is going to be looked at. There's no box checked. To you, you may feel like it, and to people on the outside looking in, but what does your heart bring? And then what are you pursuing? Are you pursuing your life to revolve around the Lord? Because that's where your true contentment should come from the Lord, because he's the only thing that is guaranteed. He's always going to be there, from the bottom to the top, to the top, to the bottom, to the middle. He's always there with you, to go through it all with you, right? But we have to have that personal connection with him. We have to have that relationship with him. And I feel like, before I was there before, like feeling like a certain title and status made a difference, right? And you want to be known for, oh, what did you go to school for? I went to school for this, like that adds value to your life. But it doesn't, because you can have this title and be so damaged on the inside. So it doesn't bring no value to you. Your title doesn't make you. Having a name brand pocketbook doesn't make you. And walking around in name brand shoes and all this glamour and, putting on makeup and all these things does not make you. It does not represent you. It's just the outer shell, right? That people see, but it's not going to make someone like you. It's not going to make someone understand you. They automatically start to judge you, right? And then it says that, in Matthew 6, chapter 6, verse 33, it says, "But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all things will be given to you." So when God made us, he already had a plan for us, right? He already knew the things that we needed. But this world is so full of being about self and having so much control that we totally take him out of the equation. And then eventually we when we have this plan and we want it to fall into place, we include him. But how about we work his plan? So this way it starts off good versus trying to equate him into our plan instead of figuring out instead of trying to work out his plan that he has for us. I learned to stop trying to have so much control over my life because it never works out. It never works out. And I also realized that I've never been given things like I felt like I wanted to have like an abundance. Like, of course I wanted to have a nice big house with a walk-in closet with shoes galore and nice bags. Yeah, all that looks good on the outside, right? But in the end, does it really matter? It holds no value to you. When you finally get that bag and you get it, it's just like, okay, yeah, it's nice, but what purpose does it really serve to make so the next person knows that you can afford that bag, you can afford those shoes? There's more to me than that. It's an unsatisfying fulfillment that leaves us empty. Okay, and until we really see what really matters, we're always gonna be looking and chasing and pursuing the wrong things. That's really it. I just, wrote some notes for myself. And sometimes, I say like what we see can really poison us, because like I said, especially like with social media, we see people taking these vacations and, they're having these great lavish gifts, and we feel like, oh, of course, like our flesh desires to have these things. But then you have to tell yourself, does it really matter? You know? Gotta live for the things that have meaning and be content with what you have and have gratitude, because it can always be worse, right? I hope that this, was meaningful for someone. I hope that, this finds the right person. And I thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. And Lord willing, I will see you tomorrow in tomorrow's daily devotional. Have a great day. Bye.